Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Audrey from Janus Academy. I get this question a lot while I'm traveling in Japan. 日本人ですか? Audrey, how did you self-study your Japanese? You never studied in a Japanese university. And why? What? An accident? What? Are you freaking kidding me? I only started learning when I was in university and I got my N1 purely from self-study with no lesson at all, like no teachers, no lesson whatsoever. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my 4-step technique in order to let your Japanese self-study become a pleasant surprise. The good news is the technique applies to any other language. So if you want to self-study any languages, keep watching. First of all, why did I say it's an accident? It's because I didn't plan to study Japanese at all. I just fell in love with Japanese drama and Kimura Takuya. The first step is listening. So just go back to your baby stage. No, I'm not asking you to purely rely on milk or wear diaper or something. It's to observe and listen. 聞く。とにかく聞く。わからなくても聞く。So listening is really important. I watched tons of Japanese drama. After I digged all the drama that I can watch, I started listening to music, radio, and variety shows and all kinds of things. It's kind of a virtual immersion that created by yourself, because if you can't go to Japan, you can use internet to immerse yourself into the language by watching shows.
俺のことリセットできると思うなよ。振られたの?
Pleasant, right? And to be honest, this is how you picked up your native language as a baby. A very important factor to make it pleasant is to watch something that you like. I'm not asking you to replay the textbook audios because we all know that's really boring, although they're beautiful, but they're boring. So try to find something that interests you and immerse yourself into it by listening. Okay, so after you have passed the listening stage, what is the second stage? Think about baby again. Baby has a silent period before 1 year old in most of the babies. So after that, they will try to mimic sounds, right? That's our second step, which is to mimic or to imitate. For example, if you look at a Japanese drama and you hear 大丈夫です 1,000 times, and straight away you can know I'm okay, although you don't know how to write or read the Japanese words, but you know 大丈夫です. If you hear 大丈夫です, it's I'm okay, and you try to mimic.
大丈夫だっていつもトレーニングで60キロぐらいつけてるから。
大丈夫です。大丈夫です。Or another popular one is ちょっと待って。ちょっと待ってください。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待ってください. Please wait a sec. Just a moment. ちょっと待って. Within step 2, there are 2 mini steps. The first one is purely, completely copy the sentence, which means if you hear 大丈夫です, you just say 大丈夫です and use 大丈夫です. But step 2 is to replace the words that you know. Forget about grammar. Nobody likes studying grammar, and our brain doesn't work that way because your mother will never tell you that you need to use the particle wa here and conjugate the verb there. At least my mom didn't teach me that way. No parents would teach their kids their native language in that way. So my method is to remember a key sentence that you will never forget and try to replace the parts of the sentences by the words that you know. For example, a lot of beginners will begin by learning これは椅子です, which means this is a chair. I know it's not useful, but we can turn that into something useful. これ is this, so I can still say これ, but 椅子 can change to any other noun or any other things or people. Ding! これはドラえもんです。これはドラえもんです。This is ドラえもん. Ta-da! You have a sentence, and it's made purely by yourself. Ignore the grammar and don't study the grammar rules until a later stage. Apart from mimicking the words, try to mimic their body language as well, because all of you know that in Japan people bow a lot, like すみません、すみません、よろしくお願いします. Right? Even when they are calling, they still keep bowing that nobody can see, but it shows that their body gesture is attached to certain words. They try to mimic body language from the shows that they watch too. 嘘本当すごい Things like this. This is the step 3. That is reading. A lot of my students ask me that, Audrey, do you need to really study the hiragana and katakana? They look so complicated. The answer is yes, and definitely yes. And you need to study them early. The reason is, number one, if you go to Japan, like nothing will be written in romanized characters. At least most of them, like 80-90% of the signs, the menu. If you want to get around in Japan, like know your hiragana and katakana letters well, it's the first step. And you can forget about kanji first. Number two, it helps with your pronunciation. Don't trust me? Let's try this sentence. If you see this in romanized characters, how do you pronounce it? And most English speakers tend to pronounce as yoroshiku onegai shimasu, right? But if you know the hiragana or katakana letters, it's a whole new world. You will tend to pronounce them in the Japanese way, like yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And I did this experiment to all my students. The results are really appalling because when they see the alphabets, they will think in English. But if you see the hiragana or katakana letters, think in Japanese. Strange, but it really helps with your pronunciation, trust me. So know your hiragana and katakana letters, and if you are a Chinese speaker, you can start learning kanji in the beginning stage because you already know most of them. But if you're an English speaker, try to focus on hiragana and katakana letters because they are the building blocks of the Japanese language. And to be frank, like some of the youngsters, they can't read kanji. You're not alone. So the last step is to write. Don't worry, I'm not talking about the pen and paper and calligraphy. We are living in a world full of technologies and people love typing. At least I rely my communication on typing. When was the last time I sent a letter? I can't remember. But anyway, my point is, if you know your romanized characters, know your pronunciations, you can type the romanized characters and to get your hiragana letters appear on the screen. You can install the Japanese keyboard or the Japanese input functions on your phone or your computer and try to start typing from the very beginning if you like. To me, writing is the last step because it requires very precise information. If you pronounce words slightly different, they can still get you, but if you write wrongly, most of the people, even Google, they can't get you. So that is why I put writing the last stage, and it is the most difficult as well. You can treat reading and writing as the same stage and they help each other. So if you know some hiragana and katakana letters, you can start reading children's books or manga. Like I know a lot of you love manga, so a lot of manga, they're written in purely hiragana and katakana, and even the kanji, they have the furikana on the side, so it's really helpful for beginners. After you can read, you can try to type the words as well. Another thing I love about typing is that they have auto correction. Yeah, if you only know like 60% or 70% of a word, they can autocorrect for you, and you are learning. You are learning on the spot. So that is why I suggest that you can start typing instead of using pen and paper. But of course, if you love calligraphy, go with it. So this is how I picked up my Japanese purely by myself. So I hope language learning can be a pleasant surprise for you as well after watching all the shows and talking to any native friends that you have. ありがとうございました。Thank you for watching, and if you like our videos, please click on the like button to like this video and also to subscribe to our channel, and our videos will be updated really regularly. So bye for now, bye!